Hello, everyone. It's Andrea, and welcome to this edition of Talks in the Car. Yesterday, I had an experience that really taught me an important lesson that I wanted to share with you. I was working on a project, and in this project, there were some funds that I needed to rectify to put together. And as I was doing that, there was one particular amount that I couldn't find. And as my boss and we were going through this and we were looking for this particular dollar amount, we had the total that we supposed to have, but we could not find this one particular dollar amount, and we needed to be able to pass this information on to the next step in the process of recording. And I was starting to get a little bit frustrated because I had half of it, but I didn't have the part that I really needed. And so as I began to think about it, I was going through the computer and I was going through the numbers, and we're trying to figure out, okay, where could this be? I remembered that I had a document that might be able to show where this dollar amount could have came from. And so I knew I had the document. I knew that I had put it with some other corresponding documents, but could not find that batch to save my life. And I had a folder, and I had documents that came before it. I had documents that came after it, but I could not find that one particular document. And so as I began to get more and more anxious about it, I'm, trying to figure out, okay, so how can I go about rectifying what I need to do without this particular paperwork? And I knew that this could really help in the situation. And so I'm looking through drawers, and I'm looking through folders, and I'm looking in different binders. Maybe I set it someplace else, and looking at, and simply could not find it. So finally, after spending a great amount of time looking for this particular piece of paperwork, I said, okay, you know what? Let me step away from it. Let me do something else, and let me come back to it later. Do you know, no sooner than I said that, I looked up, and at another area of my workspace, there were some papers that were there, and underneath those papers was the document that I was looking for. And I almost had to laugh to myself, because here's this document literally I just a hand away, hiding in plain sight. I am all anxious. I'm getting upset, and the document that I needed is literally right there. So what is the lesson in that? Oftentimes we get ourselves so worked up over situations. We're praying, we're asking God for things, we're seeking things, we're working on things in both our spiritual and our natural lives, and things are not seeming to come together. We can't find the answers that we need. We don't hear what we need to hear from God. We're not receiving the clarity that we need from God, and we're getting all worked up we're getting in our emotions and in our feelings, and we are just so boggled down in stress. But the peace of God is right here. It's right at our fingertips, hiding in plain sight. And the reason why we can't see it is because we have gotten ourselves so worked up in trying to get the answer, in trying to work things out for ourselves, in trying to do it all, in trying to make sense of everything, when we have failed to step back, to breathe in the peace of God, and to let Him lead and direct us to where we need to be. And so I want to encourage you on today, if you find yourself in that space, in that place where your emotions have gotten the best of you, where you are filled with anxiety, where you are questioning, you've been asking God for some things and He has not given you an answer, yet you have not received the clarity that you are seeking. Take a step back. Breathe in the peace of God. Allow God to refresh you. Allow God to reset you, and allow God to show you where that answer is. And even if you don't get that answer that you're looking for right now, allow that peace to overtake you. Allow the peace of God to put you in a place where you trust him, where you rely on him, where even if you don't get the answer that you're looking for, even if you don't hear what you need to hear at that moment, that your trust in God overrides your confusion. It overrides you not having the answer that you need. It overrides your mind being boggled with trying to find out the answer, because you know that God has it under control. There's a song that I remember from my childhood, and the song would say, "Rest in me. I am the lover of your soul. Rest in me. I still have it all under control. I'm Alpha, Omega, the beginning and the ending. I'm your heavenly Father. I can provide. Rest in me. I desire to bless you every day. Rest in me. I hear you each time that you pray. But the one thing that is standing in your way, all you have to do is be still and rest in me." And as I think about that song and the words of that song, it is a reminder that we can put our trust and our confidence in God. The peace of God hiding in plain sight. The clarity that we need hiding in plain sight. God is right there, but his presence is hiding in plain sight because we cannot see due to all of the cloudiness that we have accumulated in our minds and our souls and in our spirits. But if we take that time to just breathe in the peace of God, if we take the time to rest in God, if we take the time to lay our burdens at the feet of the Master, then that which is hiding in plain sight is revealed. Then we can hear. Then we have peace. Then the path seems clear because we have taken everything that is cluttering our minds, our bodies, and our spirit, and have laid it aside and have made the choice to trust in God. So I encourage you today, lay aside every weight that so easily besets you, that so easily overtakes you, that so easily gets you off track, that so easily distracts you, and pick up the peace of God, because guess what? It's hiding in plain sight, ready for you to pick it up and to allow that to be what directs your course. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you next time on Talks in the Car.